as you can see, the boys are just a complete mess. So yeah, usually when I film my videos, the boys are always spotless, but I had just gotten home and haven't gotten the chance to spot clean yet. And all this poop and hay mess is the result of being away for a little over 6 hours. So yeah, I have a pretty lengthy school day, but as soon as I usually get home and don't have any work to do once I get home, since I complete all my work at school. And I'm in charge of a lot of after school activities for school, so that's why my schedule is a little bit lengthy, but nevertheless, I still have plenty of time to bond with my boys. So yeah, so after this video, the boys will be taken out for a little run around my room, and then sometimes when my sister gets home, she'll let them run around in her room because she likes playing with them just as much as I do. So yeah, the boys don't like hay racks for some reason. They always end up tearing out all the hay from the hay racks and just dumping it all over the floor. So that is the result. It's just a big old pile of hay in the middle. But the purpose of this video is actually not piggy or hamster related. This video is to introduce my new bunny, Alfalfa, but for short, I call him Alfie. So, this is Alfie. Right now he's in a temporary cage because I ordered brand new sheets of Coroplast, and there was a mix-up with my order. They were supposed to be here yesterday, but now they won't be here until Wednesday. So I'm afraid poor little Alfie is stuck in this little cage just for bedtime purposes only. During the day when I get home from school, he is out all the time, but for the purpose of this video, I just decided to film him inside his sleeping carrier. So yeah, also my dad comes home from work early, and he likes playing with the pets as well, so he'll take Alfie out, and my dad will sit down on the computer and while Alfie runs around in my living room. So yeah, so he's like hardly ever in this little carrier, only except for when I am going to bed. So yeah, this is Alfie. He is a dwarf rabbit. So a little bit of his story. Well, one of my friend's rabbits had a accidental litter. She has two sets of rabbits, but one of the boys she had wasn't neutered yet. He did have an appointment coming up, but he somehow escaped from his cage. He jumped over the grid sheets that she had while she was trying to clean up the cage area. So he ended up hopping into her girl's cage, and she had just gotten these sets of a boy and a girl because she was wanting to pair them up with the already two existing males that she had. So that's why one of them escaped and ended up mating with the new rabbit she had gotten. So after that accidental litter mishap, she ended up having baby bunnies. So she called me when she found out that her rabbit was pregnant. She took her rabbit to the vet to confirm it and everything. And so she asked me if I would want one. So at first I was skeptic about taking it because I had never owned a rabbit before. So I told her, we'll see. So that day, went home, talked to my parents about it. My parents were okay with it. And I did tons and tons of research, just at the computer, constantly looking on my free time, any information about rabbits. So then, finally, after months of, well, not months, but like after all this time of doing research and everything, I finally told her that, okay, I would take one of the bunnies. So once the bunnies were born, I went over right away just so I can go see them. And I saw Alfie and he was just the prettiest gray color in the world. Um, I love his coloring. And so, as the bunnies were growing up, they had a lot of social interactions and stuff. So I would go over almost every day to check on the buns and just see how they were doing. And then I also, up to like the following weeks, coming up to them almost being weaned off their mother's milk, we took the bunnies all to the vet just so they can get a health check and end up getting all their shots before they were going to be able to be sent off to their new homes. So Alfie has all his shots already, and he is maybe a week, 2 weeks from being weaned off his mother. So he's doing great. He's on this young rabbit formula that I have for him right now. And hi, Alfie. Alfie's here to say hi. So me and him have already bonded tremendously since I would go and visit him almost every single day. And he is just the sweetest, most content little bunny I have ever seen. The other ones were very rambunctious and just loved to jump around everywhere. And he was the only docile bunny. So it was just the cutest thing to see him go ahead and just sit there, and he'd come up to me and he'd sit on my lap, and he was just the cutest little thing in the world. So I brought him home on this Sunday that just passed, so yesterday. I brought him home and he got settled in, and now he is with me and he's content and he understands his name a little bit. He kind of looks dazed, but I had already given him the name for a while now, so he has been kind of responsive to it. I'm still working on it. So I'm sad that he has to be in this cage, but it's only till Wednesday, and then afterwards, this whole shelf right here is where the guinea pigs are going to be on. Now this shelf is going to be removed and extended outward, so it will measure the exact same length as the pigs had before. So it's in total, the area that the pigs are in is a 6 feet by 3 feet, a little over that, so that is well above the minimum for guinea pigs. Each section, I don't know exactly the measurements for each of the boys' sections, but they could comfortably fit 3 guinea pigs on each side, but I would only recommend fitting 2 on each side. And again, the boys will be getting paired up. I just haven't decided when yet, and they seem content. Baxter is the only one I am concerned about pairing up with because he's more of a grumpier pig than Cloud. Cloud, I have a feeling that I can try him with a younger male and he will do just fine. But Baxter, I'm leaning more towards a spayed female. Now, spayed females are kind of hard to come by. More often than not, it's always male guinea pigs in rescues, and that's kind of sad, but I understand why, because boys are harder to pair up with one another and they can fight easily, just like my boys ended up doing. So hopefully I can find a spayed female that Baxter will get along with and he will no longer be alone. But both of them do they can have I have this divider here. I just wrapped fleece around storage grids because they do not like looking at each other. So yeah, but they each both get playtime with me, and I'll take them out individually and they'll have a run around. And yeah, so I still have plenty of interaction time with my boys, and I just wanted them to have just something else that they can enjoy and have comfort in. So I'm hoping to get another pals for them soon. Alfie for now will be a lone rabbit. I do want to get him. Oh, he settled down for a nap. Oh, so cute. I do want to get him a playmate. So once he comes of age, he will be neutered. So after that, I am hoping to look out in the shelters and rescue another dwarf rabbit. Maybe not a dwarf, maybe I don't know what rabbit I would get, but whatever I see is available. I do want to pair him with a spayed female, however, because I hear that it's easier to pair up opposite genders that are both fixed. So I'm hoping that's what happens, but a lot of male rabbits are usually the ones in the shelter. So if worse comes to worse, I will always just adopt a male, and hopefully they will get along. So yeah, as I was saying earlier, the pigs will be moving up here, and they'll still get a 6 feet by 3 feet, and then because they are higher elevated, I might be able to make them each their own separate loft that they can climb up onto, and that way they have even more space, and it would be easier for me to just keep all the hay separate and off of all the fleece. And then Alfie is going to be moved to where the boys are. He's going to have this whole area to himself, so he's going to be living in a 6 feet by 3 feet pen, makeshift pen kind of thing. He will only be there when he's sleeping, so I think that's perfect for him, just to have a sleeping area that's that big. So if he wakes up in the middle of the night and wants to have a run around, he can have plenty of space to go run around. And that way I can just connect another layer of grids as a door to keep him in there while he's sleeping, because he has attempted to jump, but around he hops and he binkies already, which is adorable, but he can't get too high off the ground just yet. So yeah, I will be making another set of grid walls just so he can't jump over. And then during the day he'll be out and running around and doing whatever it is that he wants to do. So this is all for the video. It's a pretty lengthy video, but I just wanted to introduce you guys to Alfie, and then share you guys his story. So yes, please, I would ask that you not post any rude comments about the size of his cage. I know it's super small, and I wouldn't recommend it for any pet at all. So I'm just waiting for the coroplast to come in so I can finally fix him a CNC cage all for himself, and then he could have my whole room as a runaround room. And he does run around in my living room currently, so he'll also have my whole living room, which is way huger than my room, that he can have a run around. And my parents don't mind him running around downstairs because he does only poop and pee in one area. So it's great that he's already learning how to pee and poop where he's supposed to be. So I am very excited, and I know that I'll have an easy time litter training him once he's settled in his giant cage. So yeah, that's all I have about Alfie right now. So Alfie's just there, and he's waiting for me to stop talking so we can go ahead and have a snooze. Aren't you, Alfie? So I will see you guys all in the next video. Please don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys all later. Bye-bye now.